Rafa here. And today I'd like to go on a motorcycle ride with you from Hamburg to Edinburgh, and I'll share the 4 things I learned during that trip and I wish I knew before. Here we go. Number 1, pick a good GPS device. And by good, I mean one that you trust and have experience with. Because for the first couple days, I used the Beeline Moto, which is a little puck that shows you an arrow where to go. And in my opinion, it moves just a little too late, resulting in more than one missed exit. And boy, was that frustrating. Especially the one time I could not simply turn around. I had to go into the wrong direction for a long time, and that was also during a time when I was already exhausted. So another thing with this little pucker, in the UK you have a lot of roundabouts, and this device shows you a number that indicates the exit you are about to take. On more than one occasion, this number was wrong, which is annoying, to say the least. Needless to say, I looked for a shop to buy a smartphone case that can be attached onto my motorcycle. I picked the Quadlock because their marketing presence was very high for me during that time. So it looked solid, and I even got this little wireless charging option, so my phone wouldn't die during the ride. That changed everything for me. From that point, I tested Google Maps, Apple Maps, and my winner for the tour, Waze. With better directions, more accurate time predictions, and far more options to pick routes, I was much more relaxed on the remainder of my trip. Number 2, what kind of rider are you? This one piggybacks a little on the kind of navigation device you use. I would suggest you figure out what kind of roads you want to take. Are you someone who enjoys the scenic view and takes it easy? Or do you seek adventure and want to dominate on the highway? Regardless who you are, make sure the route you take is the one for you. I enjoy the scenic routes, and I'm aware that this will take longer, but I have more fun, and that's what it's all about for me. The journey and not the destination. So when the GPS says I will be there in 4 hours, I add roughly 2 hours for stops to stretch, fuel, and drink and eat. And because I want to film during, that needs also to be added. So here I have not done that, and some days were way longer than I thought they would be, leaving me a little on the edge with no time to film or enjoy the ride. But I created a couple of great playlists and were able to enjoy most of my trip, which is a little bonus for you. So if you enjoy music while you ride, don't forget about the right playlists. Number 3, book or don't book all your stays up front. I suppose with a better GPS and more generous planning, I would have booked 1 or 2 extra nights on my trip. But because I booked them all in advance, I was tied to arriving there on a certain day. Flexibility was not planned in. So I'm not sure yet for my next adventure. Either I plan better or I book on the day off. I'll let you know. Number 4, prepare some kits. While I did bring a first aid kit and also packed rain gear, I was on my way to Scotland. Of course I brought rain gear. I did not have a toolkit or a flat tire kit with me. This time I didn't need that, but it's good to have that just for the peace of mind. And I packed light, but I made sure to have layers of clothing with me for when it got cold. The last thing you want is to freeze on your motorcycle. I don't know, did I share helpful learnings with you? Let me know, because I think I would have enjoyed my ride way more if I had checked these 4 points before. Don't get me wrong, I had a great time. I really enjoyed my stays at those tiny houses, especially the first and the very last one. They were beautiful, and the ones in between were unique. So all in all, I wouldn't have changed that, because that led me to the experience that I had. For the next longer trip, I will start with well-packed gear, keeping me a peace of mind in case anything happens during the ride. I will have a GPS that I trust, and will already add in my mind a couple of hours to the route, because I know that I have to stop more frequently than I am used to with a car. With a car, you're on a tin box and you don't really care about the weather, and you don't care about stretching or also frequent fueling. You just ride the highway, and it's not really about the journey with a car. With a motorcycle, however, you have none of that protection. You experience the road different. With these points in mind, I'm not sure if I would book all the stops in advance. I think I would maybe look into potential stops, and I don't know, probably during the day off, book it. I'm not sure. I kind of like that I have a destination for that day. The only problem was because of my poor planning, and the Beeline Motor also has its own application, so I kind of trusted the time that was shown to me, which was a mistake, definitely. Waze is way better in predicting the right duration. Also, what would be cool, I don't have a drone, but I see a lot of cool drone shots where you also see the road and the motorcycle from up top, or like from a nice top view. So that would be also nice to establish some cool views. And I bet the Highlands look amazing from way up there. But I don't have that at this moment, so I have to deal with what I got, which is still good, I think. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.